What's going on, everybody? LK here, back at it again with another video, and today some Dragon Ball Fighters for y'all. So today I wanted to do another character analysis. I want to talk about a character that I've basically wanted to play since the game came out. When it was day one, I was playing them also, but for Destiny was not on my side for trying to play this character. Like I said, I've been really interested in playing this character since the game came out. That is Android 21. So I'm going to look at what I like about her, what I don't like about her, and some of the reasons why I haven't played her as a main character in the past, and why I didn't pick her in Season 3, even though I think she's a very strong character this season. If you like the content I'm putting out, please consider liking this video or subscribing to the channel if you already have not. It does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. So if you know me from other fighting games, you know aesthetically this character is definitely in my lane, and she has the steals. I thought she was really interesting when the game dropped, but when this game came out, there was a lot of hearsay about whether or not she was actually good, and after a little while people were saying she was not great, even though she had a lot of really good stuff going for her in Season 1. So one, for starters, if she started the round with her stomp or Kibu stomp, you are definitely going to die. Another thing she had going for her was that if you hit with a certain type of super, and she had it, you could actually do legitimate infinite combos in this game, and she had infinites, and they killed. It wasn't like something just to waste time. You could really kill them. Another great thing was in a game with really stubby normals and small characters overall, she has really big normals, massive jump M, massive jump H. All her normals are just enormous. She covers a lot of space. There was the 2S that we did not know how good it was yet, but this move was amazing for screen control. And finally, her old up ball. They nerfed this move after Evo in 2018. The original version of this move was insane for screen control. Now, all those things aside, the big issue people had was she just could not knock down reliably. You had to kind of let them tech in the air. At that time, there was no Vanish into Dragon Rush knockdown or anything like that. So it was not that easy to get a knockdown compared to other characters, where other characters could just do jump heavy, or they have like a special move assigned to it or something like that. So despite her being pretty strong, maybe if we went back, you can call it like an S- level character, maybe like an actual top tier character, she was pretty underplayed at that time. And also, to be fair, there was a ton of broken shit. There was old Kibu, old SSJ Vegeta assist, old Gotenks, which you didn't even know how crazy he was, old 16, old adult Gohan. I could go on and on with how crazy the game was when the game dropped. Now in Season 2, and of course after Evo Season 1, there was kind of like a mixed vibe on how good she was. People mostly thought she was okay. The big thing, probably more than anything else, keeping people from playing her in Season 2 is the fact that she is a tall character. So out of all the female characters, she's the biggest out of all of them. Android 18 was fuzzyable in some pretty specific situations, but Android 21 was always exposed to this because she's so tall. So in Season 2, especially as time went on, you found a lot of people were kind of discouraged from playing her because of that. I think it's not the best reason to play a tall character in Season 2, but that's besides the point, and we're past that time. But as time went on, the people who were playing 21 still found pretty good things with her and did pretty well overall, and the system did help her out a little bit. Between them changing properties on certain moves for her to get follow-ups easier, Vanish into DR really helped her, and her snap setups ended up being really good in Season 2. She did have some things to kind of deal with people's original problem with her, but then there's like this new thing of like defense is kind of rough. So now we move to Season 3. So Snap is weaker, which kind of hurts her, but also helps her at the same time because it helps her defense. Can't get fuzzied anymore besides the one wave that everyone gets hit by now. You know, blocking a high blocks on assist high into like a high-low, stuff like that. Now we have the same strengths, like she still has big normals, great 2H, up ball, okay, you know, it is nerfed, and she has a lot of flexibility. So there are things that really benefit her. So for example, she has a command grab, and it's 24 frames, so there will be people who say that, oh, you can react to that, but she can condition you. 24 frame command grabs are like pretty legit in this game. Like, you can react to them for sure if you're looking for them. There are a lot of ways to make it tricky. It helps her like when she's solo, a lot because she has a way of hitting you without an assist, and she powers up, so she'll get like a different special move depending on who she stole from. She has an anti-air grab. You know why I love these already. It stops people from jumping around too much. It aids a lot too and complements her game plan because she's already really good at controlling space with 2S. Both these things help her as a solo character be a little bit more scary. Zoning in itself is not so strong in this game in a traditional sense, but the screen control and how much she can like discourage you from doing stuff unless you go above her or like rush her down is pretty nice. So a thing that I really like about her, and I already mentioned it, but 2S is just a really good move to tell whether or not your opponent's character is good or not. Like if a character has a problem with this move, they're probably not that great overall. So a character like Ginyu really struggles against this move because he needs to set up his neutral. He can't just play neutral. His neutral is not, you know, he's got like the new tackle and he's got like a couple of active buttons, but his buttons are mostly small or like not that great. They've been buffing them slowly over time because of that. He historically has problems with this because she could just do this. It has a lot of advantage. It covers a huge spread. So he either has to go to the air where the summons are slower, or he has to risk a super dash, right? Even if you don't know a matchup, so like let's say you don't know how to fight Ginyu, if you have Android 21 on your team, then you can really trivially shut down a lot of these like two-step neutral characters or unfamiliar characters that some people play. Also, her assists are pretty sick overall. So she has a beam link, right? This move, not a ton of blocks on, travels the screen though, really easy to hit confirm, really easy to use in general. She has this dive assist, so this is also really easy to use and nice. So of course you have super dash assist, and when they're jumping, it'll get right on top of them. It's really hard for them to deal with. Basically when they block your super dash, they can't move. Of course, the main thing you gotta watch out for is that you do it at jump height. You aim for jump height. At super jump height, it's not going to reach, but as long as you get low enough, it should be fine. And then last, her C assist, which is a block stun assist, 50 frames, just like Trunks C. This move tracks as well, which is really nice for neutral, and you get like whatever offense you want. It has a lot of block stun. Then on top of that, they went really extra with her, and they gave her this new level 3, where we already knew she got mix-ups for it and she gets command grab, but she gets her steals too. So if you build your match flow in a certain way, you could pretty much always have strong steals, and all of her version of special moves are all quite good actually when they're used in the right situations. So all in all, despite all this good stuff, I still had not tried, like I always try a little bit. Usually I feel like amongst maybe stronger players, it's usually the feel that like people keep saying like mixed things about her. I think the impression of her this season is pretty good compared to like season 1, season 2. Season 1 it was like she's not good even though she was good. And season 2 is like, well, she's good, but you know, you're gonna get fuzzy to death, which we later learned that does not really happen that way. Season 3, it's you kind of gotta just build something around her. So in my case, like I was really seriously considering this character. Right now, Sonic Fox is playing this character pretty, I'm not gonna say 100%. They're playing her a lot at this point. With the characters I want to play, so for example, I straight up, this is a conversation we had probably like after some tournament or something. I was like, bro, if they take Fuzzies out the game, I'm just gonna play Broly. Like I told a lot of people that. I was like, I'm playing him. If they take out either Snap or Fuzzies, I will play Broly, and they did both, so I had to play him, right? Then they gassed up my boy Trunks too, so he has a lot of good new stuff. He has a lot of interesting tools. He has a lot of stuff I could like pull out with him. I always want to play him. He's my favorite character, so I'm trying to play him. Now with 21, she actually works with both of these characters from a neutral perspective, but I felt like and I think this is the thing with her in general, you need to make a choice on how you want to like hit them. When I was thinking about how I had to build my team in order to have her on my team if I wanted to play Trunks and Broly, because from playing Kefla, Trunks and Broly, I was hoping that Kefla was going to be broken. I saw that Trunks and Broly shell, they actually work pretty well together. They have a lot of good synergy. I'm still finding stuff with these two characters. So the point was going to be the really tough choice. Base Vegeta, it's at a glance you're like, oh, like it's kind of hard to mix up with these two characters, but it's not really. Like there are ways to do it. With her, I think it's harder to do like mix-ups as much as like conditioning mix-ups. If I get a hit, I get opportunities to do her really good level 3. She has a really good like float mix-ups, and she has a command grab to help layer stuff. I had to look at myself and I'm like, I say that about a lot of characters where if they hit you, they can get started. Am I really trying to play that? And I think that's where a lot of people at a higher level kind of have a sticking point with her. If you want to build a team with her that also has her hitting you a lot, then you might have to sacrifice neutral assists. I wanted strong neutral, and base Vegeta has strong neutral, she has strong neutral, but I wanted kind of a more balanced plan on the offensive side where she's kind of like, I have to hit them. Do I think I could do it? Yeah. Is there an easy way of doing it? Probably, and that's the main point. All right, hopefully that makes sense. Like I said, I'm always interested in this character. I'm always trying to play her. It's just one of the challenges in the game where it's like you want to try to get as much as you can from your team. And when I try to put her with characters, I'm like, I always feel like I'm leaning too much one way, or like I'm not getting everything out of her. And like, she is a good functional solo character. She does basically every role fine, but her best is with support, and you need that support kind of for screen control. I don't know, it's always like a little thing that's stopping me from playing her all the time, and it seems like that's the way it is for a lot of people as well. There's always one thing every season where people are like, you know, I want to play Android 21. But as usual, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.